Hello, ActoSage here on the Sage channel, and we are back for some more singular survival. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm probably standing here because I was about to go ahead and dig myself down the rest of the way and get that pretty uranium, but no, I'm standing here just so I can show you what the hell happened. Yeah, Space Engineers has made wonderful leaps and bounds towards improving their game, yet, unfortunately, it would appear that, well, landing gears are not something that's been improved, because apparently, even though that landing gear says it's locked, when I reloaded this world, well, this whole thing was slipping downwards, so apparently all of our drills got smashed into the ground, and therefore smashed the rotor in the middle of that center column upwards, which caused some of our pistons to torque and break and snap, and yeah, so our whole drill system is currently dead in the water. So there you go, 2 thumbs up for Space Engineers once again deciding to give us a wonderful big old middle finger. Also, the game's sim speed seems to have just dropped down to -0, which is to say nothing. Let's see, can we actually find it? I know they changed around these things, I didn't actually figure out where it was. There we go, simulation speed has suddenly dropped to 0.23, which is 23% of real time. Why has it done that? Well, I actually don't know at all. It was actually working fine a minute ago. What I'm trying to do right now is get us back up to the ship so I can demonstrate the fact that landing gear, even though it says it's locked, is not locked. Let's also go ahead and grab the flying sausage and move it out of the way because we're going to be moving our whole ship. So I would like to hop in here, please. Thank you very much. Let's turn our UI on as well. Well, we're not moving. Let's press P. P is not doing anything. Okay, that's fine. We'll hop in the other cockpit. Maybe that one usually gives you a message that says this is not the main cockpit. But it's possible that, well, we're getting some movement speed now. It says we're moving at 0.05. Says we're accelerating. There we go. Now we're actually moving. Little bit odd that it wasn't actually seeming to work earlier. Then again, we are moving at 23% of real time, so I guess that's part of the reason why everything seems so sluggish. Anyway, what I'm doing here is just getting the flying sausage out of the... Why are you overloading, huh? Why are you overloading? Again, we should have batteries, so there should be a wonderful surplus. You can see in there we had a bunch of batteries with a green on them, which means they should have more than enough power to give us. Oh, silly systems. Anyway, get ourselves out of the way here, fly the giant iron virus, which has now lost its teeth. It's now only has a few pointy little bits of bone sticking out from the bottom of it. Oh my god, suddenly everything's better. Well, that's fantastic. Let's see, what's our sim speed at now, huh? Shift F11, by the way, to switch through these things at the top left, and our sim speed is now at 1. This game very frequently makes very little sense to me. If you're curious, I'm on this build right here, the develop build. Woo! It's the public develop build, not any sort of special one. And, yarp, you should have been able to see the codes or whatnot at the bottom right telling you. There's Mars, our next target after we collect the Sterilith. But are we going to collect the Sterilith today, or are we going to... Wow, apparently it has to do with when we just get near this thing, our sim speed just drops down to nothing. Is it the 0.23 again? Oh wait, it's suddenly gone back up. Let's just leave this open, since it seems to be jumping everywhere. Why not? Okay, so let's hop in here, press F on that. By the way, I'm thinking of rejigging this so I'll have a vent that's just permanently depressurizing. So every time this fills up, it'll just depressurize it again, in theory. There we go. Let's hop into this chair. And let's go ahead and... How do we want to do this? Well, I guess we'll just do 1, 2, 3. That'll get all of our thrusters online. You can see at the bottom left right there, you can indeed see that landing gear is locked. And let's hold spacebar. And yep, even though that landing gear is locked to the planetoid, to the moon, we were able to move. And I thought we hit the flying sausage there for a second, but luckily we didn't. Okie dokie. Anyway, yeah, there's some proof of wonderful failures. Landing gear's unlocked. Oh, wow. Let's also go ahead and switch over to our piston system. We're going to pop into spectator. Oh, what a wonderful view of the world. I don't think we need our simulation speed since it now seems like it's functioning. Oh, boy, it's such a depressing crater now. And let's go ahead and look to see, can we withdraw any of these? So if we turn you on... I can't tell if they're still moving. Of course, we had all their speeds set to be, well, perfect, basically. So teeth pistons, let's go ahead and turn their velocity up. Yep, they still function. Awesome, even though it's kind of pointless now, they still do function. I think what I might do is just put some simple teeth, like a whole just cluster on the bottom there now. Maybe give us a few more pistons so it can reach way, way down. Let's go ahead and just tell all these to retract now, since a lot of them are busted up anyhow. And I believe that's the last one. There we go. Oh, wow. You know, I don't know why I expected this beam right here to actually retract, since, of course, the piston heads have sheared off. I mean, this one was still attached, but it was not attached to the actual thing. For some reason, I just thought it would still pull it in. What do you know? Guess not. Let's go ahead and extend that back out, that wonderful, wonderful failure there. Are these still technically attached? I think so. That's a good sign. Our whole ship above us is drifting, so let's check our hydrogen supply really, really quick. It would appear we have no hydrogen in any of these, so I'm guessing the devs must have broken the hydrogen meters on the sides of all of these tanks in their latest update. Either that, or I'm guessing we're going to fall out of sky, but let's do a whole real quick check right here for tank. Well, that's pretty low, that's pretty low, that's pretty low, that's pretty low, that's pretty low. Yeah, we're about to fall out of sky. Alright, let's land really quickly then. Holy hell, can we please have control of the ship? F9, not F10, F9. Uh-oh. Well, that's the moment. It went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. You'd think all that ice we'd mined up would have filled those up a bit quicker. Maybe they changed the speed on that, maybe not, I don't know. Either way, we're back down on the planet. And luckily, no damage seems to have been done. Oh, now you're going to go yellow. Now you're going to go yellow. You've been on the ground for like 3 seconds there, and now you're going to go, well, let's press P and lock it in place, even though that's not going to do anything. You freaking... Anyway, yeah, I'm surprised. We had a lot of ice previously, so I'm not sure where all that went. Surely it didn't... Well, somebody did say I was throwing ice out of these, but that should be physically impossible, because if we were to go ahead and fly up there, I know I could do it from a control panel, but I want to actually go up there to prove that I'm actually at the specific ones I'm looking at. Should have been physically impossible for us to throw ice out of these, because this should have been set to drain all, yep, but it's whitelisted, so only what's selected in the active filter can go through, and it's stone, so absolutely only stone should ever be able to go through this one. And it's the same with this one right here. Yep, see, stone. If we go to inventory, there shouldn't, yeah, anything in it. If we were to search up the word ice, well, there was actually some ice there for a second. Did you see that? I thought I saw a block of ice for half a millisecond before it all showed up. Maybe it was something else. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what the hell happened to all the ice we originally ground up there, but that's apparently gone too. So yeah, woo! We are in a wonderful pickle here, aren't we? Let's go ahead, first and foremost, and just rejig all of this. Now, I would bring SageCam in here, but I did go ahead and switch us over to a single-player mode so I could do this game pause thing, because I was trying to originally pause the game as soon as this world loaded up, so I could try to maybe reverse the gears or something like that, or even switch over to creative, but I forgot it's about a 2.5 minute load time or whatever, so yeah, I didn't do that because it was mind-bogglingly boring. Hey, vey. Also, we left our tools somewhere. Yikes. Anyway, what we're going to do now is simply grind down some of these pistons, try to merge block and reshift all this shizzle-whizzle into place, and honestly, maybe even grind out these 2 pistons we got there and add some more. That way we can go ahead and mine ourselves all the way down to that uranium. And if memory serves, we got to about here. We could go about 1 more block down, so we would need... yeah, about another 20 or so to go farther, so we'll probably need at least 1 more piston, maybe 2. So let's get straight to that. And you don't need to see that. I'm probably not going to have any fast-forward footage for it either, because honestly... oh, let's find the word tool. I don't want to have to restart the game again to go ahead and get SageCam in here, and we'll cut you out. Also, let's go ahead and land the flying sausage before it decides it wants to glitch out and run out of power or something wonderful as well. Alrighty, there we go. The world is now purged of unwanted little bits of scrap. Well, except for right down in the middle where I can't really get this ship to focus. But anyway, with all that sorted, I'll finally get around to doing what I said I would do, which is actually park this ship up, which I'm just going to go ahead and stick it right in the corner over here. Shut those grinder things off as well. And plop it onto the ground so it doesn't get in the way, and hopefully we can get our drills working and start drilling down again and get that yummy uranium. That said, we can't exactly take off. We're probably going to have to... Oh, it suddenly got dark? I suspect something awful has happened. How much oxygen we got? 15%. Is that oxygen or hydrogen? That's our oxygen bottle, right. Okay. Well, you see, something that's been going on for quite a while is the fact that this ship has really been running on the small reactors from all of the drones we had connected to it. It's recently, of course, run out of those small drones because the game decided to just blow them all up without reason, because they were all connected to connectors, and when we merged blocks and stuff down below, it all just sort of went kaput. Well, the problem here is that without those, solar panels and the angle we're at aren't enough to really fill up all the batteries, which means all the batteries have run dry, which means our whole ship is now out of power. I think it just came back on and back off again. Oh, it's back on. Yeah, and it's off. Okay, let's just go to this. Can we please connect to the ship? Please, I'm begging you. Let me connect. Gravity generators. We need to shut those down because they're draining power. Gravity. GG. Gravity generators. Stone remover gravity generator. Can I select you? Thank you. Off. So that should save some power. You can see we have enough solar panels to get this thing sort of running for a second, but not for long. Let's also think, what else do we have? Refineries. Just for the time being, we're just going to go ahead and select all of our refineries and shut them off. Sort of silly, but well, God almighty, power's still flickering. What else is draining it? I bet you it's all of the... I can't even move. The game keeps freezing every other second, making an annoying clicking sound. I bet you, even though we shut this off, right? You should be offline if you're actually checking here. No, you're back on. What? It probably didn't take. I bet you. Off. 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 There we go. There we go. Okay, now we're fine. The batteries will start building back up. God almighty. This is quite the kerfuffle, isn't it? I can't even remember where the hell we stuck the... Never mind, they're there. There's the batteries. Yeah, and you can see they're all drained. Absolutely all of them, yeah. Well, it's nice to know we do have enough power from the solar panels as long as we were in space. Unfortunately, we're not in space. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a bottle or two here. Dink, dink. Drop you two off to wherever the hell you want to go. Let's grab another one of those. And let's go back down here. And... oh god, what do we want to do here? Gonna grind this down by hand first. And I thought the power went out, and really it's just the lights only cast to a certain distance. Fantastic! Boy oh boy, those spotlights sure are useful. Alright, all that trash removed. And while I was doing that, I actually started thinking that, dear Lord God, you know what? This is silly. What's the point of putting these drills back together here if we can't even get the ship up? Basically, we'd be able to drill down and reach the uranium, yes, but without any ice, we wouldn't be able to actually maneuver the ship about and start mining up another area, because our idea is, of course, we want to fly up, over, and start mining ice with the teeth as well. Well, that's not going to happen, is it, if we're stuck right here? Can I retract these two? I never did that, did I? I should have done that. Reverse. I also probably should have saved the speed they were moving at, which I found was ideal, but whatever, that's been lost to the void. There we go. Nice. So anyway, what I'm going to do instead is build ourselves a spaceflight mining craft, something with a bunch of drills to go ahead and drill everything out. But what we're going to do is do that in the next episode, because there's a mod I want to install. Yes, you heard me right, I've been doing this mostly vanilla, but vanilla has proven to be slightly-ish finished, honestly. At least when it comes to mining and that slow tick speed, and also, you know, you save the game, you load it back up, and it goes ahead and takes a massive dump in your face. So, I'm going to go ahead and save this, and in the next episode, we're going to have a tiered mining thing installed. And we'll go ahead and see how successful that is. I don't exactly know how it works, but hopefully it'll be fun, and who knows, maybe it's actually modules, because that's the game mechanic the devs should be using more. Alrighty guys and gals, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching everything fall apart, consider upvoting this video, giving it a like that is, and possibly sharing it with your buddies to see just how horrible things can go for no gosh darn reason. Also, if you happen to be interested in my modding, I do have a Patreon for that, where I go ahead and post about my modding nonsense every now and again. If you'd like to support me there or just check it out, I don't require donations there to see most of my posts. Anyway, guys and gals, thanks a bunch for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Ta-ta. Alrighty guys and gals, welcome back to some more Singular Survival, and my throat is getting a bit finicky. Let's see, does it look like our landing gear survived our reload? Because what's just happened is I have just reloaded the game, and I've put on some fantastical new mods. To be exact, I put one mod on, because I was trying to keep this vanilla, but as I said in the previous episode, things didn't go exactly to plan, so I've gone ahead and stuck on a wonderful new mod that should have added tiered tools. Let's see. Yeah, tiered ship tools. There we go. And look, it is actually using the upgrade system. How fantastical is that? Let's go ahead and do a control. Let's do 4. And let's stick on our grinder. There we go. Now let's see. Can we actually switch it? We do have a large ship and a small ship version. How oh, wait. Yep, we do have a large ship and small ship version. How fantastic is that? That's fantastic news. I'm very happy with that. So, let's go ahead and think for a second. Are there drills? There are no drills. Scheiße!